Guys, I hope you're all well. I'm in a different setting today. I've decided to do my video in my living room kitchen, so that's why it's a little different. So there's a video that I've been wanting to do for a while now. I've been really thinking about kind of what I wanted to say and kind of how I wanted to get it across, and also kind of any friends or family if they kind of had any opinion as well on the matter. So this video, as you'll see from the headline, is all about being grateful. This is a word that I have probably struggled with throughout kind of my late teens, 20s, being, times in my life that have been very dark. I definitely was not focusing on that word. And when you are in that kind of frame of mind, it is very difficult to see any light anywhere. So I really feel for anyone who's kind of going through that now, as I know how that feels. But I hope that me kind of maybe explaining some of this, even if it helps just a tiny bit, might get you a little bit of perspective. Also it's really good to kind of step out of yourself and your mind and kind of look at a different angle. So even if it does that, that would be really great. So anyway, being grateful. So I've written a few things down. So basically, being grateful, the dictionary meaning of it is feeling and showing appreciation for something done or received. Thankful for what you have, basically. So this is a really strong word that just, when stuff isn't going your way in your life, when you're going through a difficult time, or you just have kind of one thing after another happening, you can get so consumed by that kind of negative energy. It's really difficult to progress forward. So for example, say you didn't get the job you wanted, and you're going through a really difficult time with that, any kind of personal problems, any kind of situation like that, it's really difficult to kind of focus your attention on what you already have, which on the grand scheme of things will offset some of that negative energy that you have and will push you towards kind of your right path. I hope that kind of makes sense. But from my personal experience, right now, I'm going through a bit of a weird time. So I've been probably going through a bit of a weird time for a long while now, but this is a strange time for me. So I'm at a real crossroads in my life. I'd probably say I've had that feeling for quite a while now. As you're probably aware, I turned 30 this year, and I'm totally not where I thought I would be at this age. I still don't know what it is that I really want to do, and I honestly thought by now I would know that. So I've been on kind of quite like a kind of self-discovery, like what is it that I'm really passionate about. So I mean, obviously there's lots of things that I'm really passionate about. It's just kind of homing in on what it is that I want to kind of pursue career-wise. So I wanted to do this video now, as I'm going through a bit of a weird time. So I'm trying to do this kind of weird time in a different way, and instead of kind of focusing and projecting kind of lots of negative worry and all of that onto kind of sorting out what it is I want to do, where I want to go, I'm trying just to look outwards and not so inwards, and focus on the things I do already have, and kind of go through this cycle that I'm going through in kind of more of a baby step way. So what I would give as kind of an example of what I would do is, try, if you're at a similar point in your life where you're just not really sure where you should be going, what you should be doing, you know, try make a list, kind of as basic as that sounds. That really, really helps me. So kind of make a list, pros and cons of what you really like, or even just a basic, I like doing this and I don't like doing that. And having those words on paper, like, really, really helps. You can kind of then prioritize what it is that you want to do. You know, everyone kind of does lists all the time. I find that super helpful. So I would also say that it does also give you some kind of clarity having that like written on paper. So do try that. Also, like, focusing your energy not on the kind of negatives in your life will just help everything about you. You know, it's like little things. So every evening, so in my flat right now, every evening, the sky looks absolutely beautiful. There's like one little bit of sky by my window, and whenever I'm like walking up and down the stairs, I always have a look, and it's so beautiful. And in that moment, I'm just like in awe of like, oh, the sky, it's like so beautiful, and it makes me feel better. So whatever it is that can kind of get you out of that kind of funk that you've put yourself in, just go for it. So, you know, just be grateful for what you already have. Like, I am so grateful for like the solid, good friends that I have. You know, like, life comes in so many, you know, whirlwinds. You know, sometimes it's great, sometimes it is absolutely shit and you can't see a way out. You know, such extreme different levels of life. You know, life is just like that. But, you know, if you've got, you know, 2, 3, 4 really, really good mates that continuously are there through those really shitty times and those really good times, I couldn't be grateful enough. And I feel so grateful and lucky that I have people like that in my life. So, you know, try focus your energy on, you know, what you have. You know, maybe if you've got like an animal or a pet, you know, be grateful for that. It's like, little and small as that sounds, like, it just gets you out of that kind of funk and that kind of way of thinking, which is not good. And coming from me, who's kind of really, really suffered with anxiety, with depression, with panic attacks, if your whole body is consumed with negativity, you know, stuff starts happening. Like, if I am super, super negative and I've got loads and I'm really, you know, really consumed in all this negativity, that's when my panic attacks will start again. So I need to not let myself get there and, you know, have creative outlets. You know, I've mentioned this in my previous video of how to deal with a bad day. Find your creative outlet. If I literally couldn't say that more. You know, a friend of mine actually said something really good. You know, the human mind needs to be satisfied. You need to find what makes you tick. Otherwise, you're just gonna go mad, like, really. So, you know, whether that's drawing, that's what I do. Whether it's exercising, whether it's cooking, whether it's, you know, just hanging out with friends, reading. Anything, absolutely anything. If you have that little outlet in your life of, you know, doing something that stops you thinking of all that other shit, I promise you things will get better. So I'm gonna end this video now, but it would be great if some of you could comment below. I'd really like that. You know, what kind of things are really good in your life at the moment. You know, maybe you're going through loads of shit, but, you know, you have this and that to be grateful for, and, you know, you're focusing then your energy, and then it will become more level, and then you can really sort out what it is that you want to sort out. So I hope that this video was helpful, and it'd be great to hear kind of what everyone else thinks, and I hope you're all well, and I will speak to you soon. Okay, bye!